So, we are going ahead and we are coming back to the actual scatter plot deal. So what you will see is that I have some of the data on here. I tried to do it on Office 365, but the data was a little bit too complex for the computer to go ahead and to analyze. So we're going to go to Excel, in which we have a little bit more control over the data, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to create our scatter plot from there. So, this is what I have. What I'm going to do is I am just going to go ahead and let it create a scatter plot based off of what I have. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a scatter plot, and it should look something like this, and you will see that it gives me something crazy. And ideally what I want out of this is that you guys are going to do species richness, and is it related to mass, is it related to volume, is it related to the width of the pellet, whatever it is, to kind of go ahead and to say, okay, can we make a statement about, is the pellet size in any way related to the amount of species that we have. In this case, I'm going to do birds just to kind of show you what is expected and the two lines that you are going to go ahead and to create. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to select the data, and you'll see that something wild happened here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to edit the data. I'm going to give it a name so that I know which data that I want later. And I just want the northwest data. And what I want to do is to plot the two northwest things together. So the amount of birds that I have, and then the mass of the pellet. So it's going to ask me, okay, what do you want for your x values? It got my x values right, but I'm just going to plug it in on there. And then it's going to ask me, okay, what do you want for your y values, which are these guys. Right, and it looked like for that one, it got it right. Oopsies. Accidentally clicked something that was not it. So make sure that that is that. I'm going to click enter. And that is what I should have for my northwest. And so I am happy with that. And I'm going to click enter. Then I'm going to deselect these. I'm going to go ahead and add another point of data, because I want to add the one that I want. I don't want Excel to kind of figure it out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write southwest. And this is going to create a line for my southwest stuff. Again, I am going to go ahead and put my bird thing. Again, yours might be species richness. I'm going to put a y value. I'm going to put these guys as my y value. And what you guys will see on here is that I have those two checked off, so those are the only ones that are going ahead and that are showing on there. So you would have something that looks like this. So for yours, right, you're going to add in your titles, and you are going to do that. So on here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add my axes titles. I'm going to label these mass of pellets. Mass of pellets in grams. I'm going to put... Oh shoot, just kidding. This is number of birds. Number of birds. That's what I put on my X. And then this is going to be mass of pellets. So when you guys are doing this, again, you're trying to look for some sort of relationship. And I'm going to write something to the effect of going ahead and seeing if there is a relationship between number of birds and mass. So relationship between number of birds and mass of pellets. So so that you have something descriptive in your title. And again, just make sure that your data aligns with your X and your Y. So I would recommend going back and double checking and making sure that everything is okay on that. But for your scatter plot, you're looking for something like that. You are totally free to go ahead and to add in your trend line. But again, make sure that the trend lines are based off of the series, like individually. So if you decide to do a trend line, just make sure that you don't have the same trend line for both. So like if I click this, then it's going to try to do the same. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure that I have my trend line on there. So you can add a trend line for Southwest, and you can go ahead and you can kind of see like, okay, well, like what are the different relationships that I have. So you guys are free to go ahead and to do that. And again, once you have that, you can go ahead and you can add that to your lab notebook.